We are here tonight talking to Esteban Valerio.
Hello.
And we are talking about this incredible fireworks show that we've just seen. I hope you saw our fireworks show on the site, but I really hope you get to come down here and see. Well, tell them what it is they haven't seen yet if they haven't seen this show.
Well, our newest show, Together Forever, a Pixar nighttime spectacular, has just started. And as you can see by your reaction, it's left all of us in awe. It's truly an incredible show. And just like the buildings on Main Street bounce, we're going to be bouncing with joy and excitement and a little bit of a happy sadness because there's a few emotional moments in this show throughout the whole thing. But to start off the show, you know you have a good friend in me, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know you have
a nice new friend here.
But you know you also have a good friend flying over Sleeping Beauty Castle?
Mm-hmm.
Buzz Lightyear himself is flying over the castle for the very first time, and it's just an awe-inspiring moment. I'll tell you this, I was 4 years old when the original story of Toy Story first came out.
That's just how old I was too.
Right,
4.
exactly. And my favorite scene is when Buzz flies and that soundtrack, and we recreated that here. That same exact soundtrack, that emotional scene happens right here.
News for you. Buzz does not fly.
He falls with style, but here...
Not a flying toy.
But
here, he flies.
He flies, exactly. He falls with style over in Andy's neighborhood, but here over Sleeping Beauty Castle, he flies back and forth. And not just that, we also have Carl's house from up flying over the castle as well. And that is just a moment that's just going to leave everybody in just...
I have to admit, I got verklempt. By the way, I was 4 years old when Up came out, so I remember it from my childhood. And when all of Main Street suddenly was in all those pastel colors, and then you see Carl's house floating over the castle. That was really a beautiful moment.
That's that mix of joy and sadness that you feel together. And speaking of joy and sadness, they make a few little pop-ups in the middle of Main Street or the castle as well. There's so many great areas where you can watch the show from, including Main Street USA, Sleeping Beauty Castle, the Rivers of America also, and It's a Small World. Rivers of America is a great place to watch the show because you can kind of get a little twofer. You can watch Fantasmic and you can just stay there for the first showing of Together Forever as well. And It's a Small World is a great place to watch the show because that's closest you can get to the 900 shells of fireworks that we show as well.
And you can hear them, you can see them, and then they have that wonderful soundtrack. Now, something I wanted to know. Pixar has created so many incredible moments. I know the concentration was on friends and friendship, but how were you able to decide which moments to choose for this show?
Well, as far as that goes, it's just the way the friends up at Pixar and our creative team have decided.
Okay, so the creative team came in, and they even have a wonderful moment from Coco, which is the newest movie.
Yes, and that moment, everyone just shouts with excitement because we have the people from the Land of the Dead, from the town of the Land of the Dead.
Make sure, if you're down on Main Street, look up on top of the buildings and you will see that you are being joined by friends from the Land of the Dead. Yes.
10 to be exact. And
10.
They pop up on Main Street.
Oh, there they are.
There they are right there. And they remind you that the world is mi familia.
Yes, yes. So, as I said, you've got to see this yourself. I know it's wonderful to see it here on Laughing Place, but until you have seen it here at the Disneyland Resort at Pixar Fest, you really have not seen this fireworks show. Thank you, Esteban.
You're welcome.
And thank you to the whole team who put this together. Thank you for reading laughingplace.com.
And just remember, the show runs until September 3rd, and for more information, visit Disneyland.com.